Hello, beautiful mamas. So, I wanted to talk about just a few things that I do to keep my breast milk supply up for my baby. To give you some background, my little guy is 7 months old, a little bit over 7 months, but 7 months. And these are just things that I've been doing since he was about 3 months old, and they've always kind of worked for me. And yeah, let's dive into it. But first is fenugreek. So I use this Nature's Way supplement. Um, it suggests 2 pills, 2 to 3 times a day. I at least take it once a day. That's my goal. And I really find that this helps me. I know it doesn't work for everybody, but for me, it really works. And then these are vegetarian capsules, which also usually mean vegan. And on here it says soy, dairy products, artificial colors or flavors. So it's a pretty pure product if that is important to you. And then second, I drink a lot of water. So here's my big ass water. This is 40 ounces, so about 3 of these will be a gallon. I try to drink 3 to 4 per day, so at least a gallon of water is what you should be getting. I know a lot of people only recommend like 60 ounces or something like that, and it's just not enough. You have to keep hydrated yourself, and you have to have enough water that your body can make more milk. So the more water, the better. I don't think you can ever overdo it with water unless you're drinking maybe 2 gallons an hour. But who's gonna do that? So yeah, water is huge. Another big thing is diet. Goes hand in hand with water. You want to be sure you're consuming enough calories. I know that everyone is super anxious to get that baby weight off, but you really, really want to keep your caloric intake high. I try to eat at least 2,000 calories a day. That's kind of my minimal. I try to go more for like 2,500. Your body is going to tell you if it's hungry and if you're not eating the proper foods. So I've been vegan for about 2 months now, and before I was vegan, I was hungry every 2 hours. I had to eat all the time. I had to wake up in the middle of the night and eat. And since being vegan, I'm just eating more plant-based foods. I'm trying to cut out all my processed foods and not eat so much just crap. So I don't really think the big thing was switching to vegan. I think it was more just not eating processed foods. And just eating more plant-based stuff with denser nutrients, and I've seen a huge difference in my supply. It's definitely gone up, and it's definitely easier to stay full, especially throughout the night when I used to get up at 3 a.m. or something and have to have a snack. I still have those nights, but it's usually if I got to breakfast a little bit later than normal, or I didn't necessarily eat a huge dinner. So just keep an eye on that and try to be super aware. Another thing, it's going to be stress. So if you're pumping, you're most likely going to be a working mom of some sort. And I know it's impossible sometimes to let that work stress not come into home, but as often as you can, try to not let it cross over. If you have a meditation practice or even like a breathing practice, just try to come back to that and keep your mind stable and focused, and try just not to get stressed so much. I know it's super easy, and you have a house to clean, you have stuff to cook, but ask for help from your partner if you're lucky enough to have one, and then just prioritize things. I try to put self-care here and then housework here. So if you get home and your back really hurts, but you need to do dishes and you have dinner to prep and your baby's crying, try to delegate something to your partner. Have your partner play with your baby while you stretch for 5 minutes, and the dishes will get done, the cooking will get done, but your self-care, just make that a top priority. And for me, I've noticed that my milk supply increases when I go to my self-care rituals, because your body is happy and more in equilibrium with its natural state. So that's kind of all for now. I hope that those tips help you guys, and good luck with everyone trying to breastfeed and keep their supply up.